Well, now that the game is over, the focus shifts back to us here in Atlanta. The city will host next year's NCAA Final Four.
That's right. So just how prepared is the city of Atlanta? CBS 46's Adam Harding live in downtown to explain it all for us. I'm hearing this could be the first basketball hosted there at Mercedes-Benz, Adam.
You know, I said this morning that it struck me as odd that they wouldn't be playing the game at State Farm Arena simply because that is already a basketball stage. And then it dawned on all of us that this stadium behind us can seat a whole lot of people, more than 70,000 people. And we saw that firsthand just a couple of months ago when the city hosted the Super Bowl. There's something oddly poetic about the fact that Atlanta is once again following in the footsteps of a major event in Minnesota. Remember last year that Minnesota had the Super Bowl, then we had it this year. This year they have the NCAA Final Four. Next year we'll have the Final Four. And we know that Atlanta police were in Minnesota these past few days, learning all they can before they host the games themselves next year.
Rebound into the hands of Hunter.
With the toss of the ball, the buzzer, and the confetti, this year's NCAA tournament came to a thrilling end. But the work for Atlanta is just now beginning.
We want everybody to have a good time.
Officers say they're getting ready for next year's Final Four tournament, set to tip off next year at the city's newest stadium downtown.
Fortunately, we just came off a small football game called the Super Bowl, and that was about a 2 to 3 year process of planning just for that football game. Where it's different than the Final Four is there's a 10-day event, whereas the Final Four for us is going to be about a 5-day event.
Without a doubt, they will be here next year.
Dan Hernscher is a Texas Tech alum. He watched his team reach the finals this year. He hopes to see them make a similar run next year in person.
I will be here next year for the Final Four.
Atlanta police spending this past weekend in Minnesota, seeing firsthand how the event was handled.
What's nice about Atlanta is we have a footprint that really fits sporting events. As you know, we did the College Football World Series. We've done many different bowl games here, SEC championship game. So we're ready. We just want to dust off some of the playbooks, maybe tweak a few things here and there.
So we talked in our last hour about the one thing that really has Atlanta police worried this time around as opposed to last time that they hosted some major events, maybe not the Super Bowl, but dating back just a couple of years ago. And it's all because of drones, and Atlanta police expect some changes will have to come to the security plans in the weeks leading up to next year's Final Four game, specifically as it relates to drones. Of course, we talked a lot about that during the week leading up to the Super Bowl as well. Either way, though, certainly a trifecta for the city of Atlanta. They had the SEC championship, they had the college championship last year, the Super Bowl, and now we're already talking about next year's basketball game. So all around, it is a major win for the city of Atlanta, and officials this morning confident they will be ready come tip-off next year. We're live outside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. I'm Adam Harding, CBS 46 News.